Welcome to Caching Waves. This is an Elliott Wave update for Bitcoin. I'm going to be focusing down at the 1 hour and the 15-minute chart, but real quick on the daily, just wanted to show you my primary count. And that is that we have a wave 1, 2, 3, 4 complete, working on a fifth wave to the upside to complete our Elliott Wave impulse. Now wave 3 as an extension did not reach target. How we target our third wave is wave 1 off of wave 2. We look for the 1.618 extension, which was at 76,625. We came up shy of that, but we did have our 5-wave move. Now for our fourth wave, we look between the 236 and the 50. You can see we came to the edge of our pitchfork of wave 1 off wave 2, and we found support. Now in order to keep this trend intact, we need to hold above 53,485.93. And we're going to be looking for 5-wave moves, which indicate continuation of the trend. Now, one thing to note is our 1-to-1 extension of wave 1 off of the current wave 4. That's how we target our wave 5, is at 107,137. Now, that would be our standard Elliott wave target. One thing to note, though, is we did not hit the 1.618 extension for our third, and we usually want one wave extended. It doesn't mean it has to, but we want one wave extended. So what I'm expecting, because we've gotten this in previous bull markets, is a 5-wave move for our fifth, and then we pay attention to what happens here, because this can actually be a wave 1 and 2 within the fifth, looking for 5 waves. That's how we go parabolic. But that's for a later video. If you want to like and subscribe, I will update along the way. I don't like to anticipate too far into the future. I like to take it wave by wave. Okay, so assuming our bottom's in at 53,485, we're going to discuss this area. And another thing I just need to take note of is once we get our 5-wave move up, there is a possibility we roll over for one more before moving to the upside. So if you want those updates, just make sure to subscribe. But there is an option there that I am very aware of. But I'll talk about that in a later video. Let's focus on the 1 hour and the 15-minute candles. Okay, so I just want to talk about yesterday's video. I'll just throw that on the screen to show you what we were looking for. We were looking for a flat as an ABC and then a kick up for our fifth. We end up getting a expanded flat. As you can see, that was our zone. We were looking for this move as that ABC and then our kick up for the fifth. We just got a expanded flat and our kick up for the fifth. That's the only difference. So a few different options here. We talked about last video as well. We were targeting the 1-to-1 extension of green wave 1 off of wave 4. That was our target at 69,520. We came up short of that. So there is a possibility this wave isn't complete, and I'll show you that in a moment. But this is currently my primary count, that we have a wave 1 and 2, second 1, 2. Our third wave came to the 1.618 in green, and our fifth wave, if it is complete, of the third, came up literally like a few dollars shy of the 2.618 extension, which is where we expect an extension in our third if we pass the 1.618. So you can see we pretty much got there. And if that is the fact, I'm expecting a fourth wave consolidation here, and then our fifth wave to the upside to complete our larger wave 1 and 2 of our fifth. So right now, this is my primary, looking for this fourth and fifth. But I am open to the fact that we could extend out here because we haven't reached that 1-to-1 extension of wave 1 off wave 4. So I'll just map that out for you, like so, to complete. Now I pulled from our wave 3 in blue. We're looking for the 236,382. We don't really want to see the 50. We want to hold at this previous fourth wave, ideally for support. And I also took our pitchfork off the beginning of wave 1 off of wave 2. As you can see, I put that on modified. And all that is a channel, same thing, modified. So I'm looking for support within this fourth wave and also on this pitchfork, the edge of it, to kick up for our fifth. That's what I'm ideally looking for. So that's scenario 1. Scenario 2 is we're still in our 5th of the 3rd, perhaps some sort of diagonal, BC, ABC, and we actually come up to that 1-to-1, like so, something like this, and then we get our 4th. But there's not enough upside currently for me to actually be interested in holding. I am actually hedged in this zone. I want to see how this wave pans out, because you can see we do have a 5-wave complete. So just for, you know, a very small percentage, it's not worth to me not being hedged for the fact that we can get this move to the downside. So just hedged at the moment. I want to see what pans out here. And even if we kick up, come to that 1-to-1, that's fine. Most likely come back for our 4th anyways. The only way it doesn't, if this 5th wave ends up getting extended. Okay, so that's my primary. I'm going to show you my alternative. And that is that we are complete. So if as a 1-2. Now if you look at both scenarios, the first one is a 1-2-1-2 with a diagonal. Second one is just a 1-2 as a diagonal. Both are valid. Now I prefer the other count because we hit fibs much better. As you can see, our 3rd wave in green came to the 1.618, came to the 200 for our 3, which is what we expect an extended target. If we go to the alternative, we're not hitting ideal targets as an impulse. Now these can happen at beginning of trends, so you do need to be aware of that we can hit like 1.236s and 1.382s, and then just the 1.618 for the 5th. That does happen. So that's another reason I'm hedged in this zone, because that can happen. There's just not enough buyers in yet. And in that case, we would look for a much deeper correction, right? We're looking literally for an ABC down between the 382 and the 618, and the 1 and 2 is in the works already. So you can see there's quite a bit of risk in this area. So I'm just going to stay hedged until one of them becomes clear. If we sell off very fast here, most likely that's our A wave. We're going to be, and we get our C. Depends how fast we sell off. If we kind of come up, make some sort of flat pattern, come down, WXY, then I'd say we're more likely making this pattern. Okay, so what do we expect in both scenarios? Well, if this is our 1 and 2, most likely we're expecting either a combination or a zigzag, right? Wave 2s, we tend to get sharper corrections just as per guidelines. And if it's the wave 4, we expect a sideways consolidation because we had a zigzag for our wave 2. So in this scenario, you can get chopped around. We can just come down to the 236, come up, make a running flat, come to the top end of that channel like we were looking for our 4th wave. And in that scenario, you'll want to, once the A is in, we'll just assume that's our A wave down to 236. You'll put on your B and X zone, which is the length of wave A, put on 1.236 and 382, like so, and look for that C wave down in 3 or 5 waves, and stop would go at that A wave or your hedge, whatever you prefer. And then we look for our 5th wave to the upside. Won't be able to target that 5th wave until we get that 4th wave, and we'll target the 1-to-1 of wave 1 in blue off of wave 4. It'd be something like that. Then we'd be looking for our larger correction. But you can see it's an indecision zone. Just need to see the price action, see how the waves fill out. This is my current bias, but because we're at the potential beginning of a trend, I wouldn't be surprised if we just come down for our wave 2 here either. All right, guys, that's it for Bitcoin. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.